internet, welcome back to my channel. Today I have a Zenpop box unboxing video, which is always one of my favorite unboxing videos to film. So, okay, this is kind of, ooh, Full Moon Magic. That is cute. Oh, so they've featured their character in an actual manga. That's pretty cool. I might actually check it out because I do love anime and manga. That's pretty much how I got into the whole Japanese culture scene. So today's is September. I love how ahead I feel when I open a Zenpop box because every time I open any from America, I feel like I'm always like a month behind. So this theme is back to school, yeah, because I suppose like the Northern Hemisphere, which is like Japan, America, everyone's going to be headed back to school soon. Whereas in Australia, we're about halfway through the school term, so December is pretty much the end of school term for us. We've got a highlight. Ooh, okay. This is actually, okay, I'll explain why, but like this is perfect. I have been doing some studies for my AWS exam, and I've been using this one excessively, which I can't remember. I know I got it at a Daiso, but I don't know if it was, I think it was at a Daiso in Hokkaido, Sapporo, when I went to Japan earlier this year, and I love this, and I was like, oh, I wish I'd gotten all the other colors, and now I have the yellow one, so I'm actually very excited. Couple more pens here. I'll put these aside and I'll test them at the end of the video. Alright, cool. First, block chips. I don't know, can you guys see? You can kind of, it's almost a bit like Lego, but for stationery, where you can like build little robots to hold messages, or just like, that is so cute and creative. I'm actually totally gonna use this. It is so cute. I've never seen anything like this before. And then we have a notebook. Ooh, okay. I'm like low-key excited because I actually have this notebook, but I have it in, I think it's a cat, and it's like a bigger version. It's like the A5 version, and I use it right now. I'm in the midst of trying to translate a very, very old manga I used to read. I actually have it right here. It is the Sailor Moon manga, Bishoujo Senshi Sailor Moon. It's full Japanese. I think I have all of them. Like, it's a bit like ridiculous how much manga I have, like probably hundreds of all of them just in Japanese, because I used to collect them when I was a teenager, and yet I really couldn't read Japanese very well back then. I did take Japanese classes, but I wasn't good at it, so I've used the bigger version to start translating that so I can really learn. And I love that now I have a smaller version, because I have been thinking about decreasing the size of some of my main notebooks I use. I have so many different notebooks for different purposes, so this is a really great addition. Then we have some stickers. I think I have something similar to this one. I'm not 100% sure. I'm just gonna move it down. But these are for your schedule. And then we have these adorable post-it notes that you can actually, they look fully functional as well. I can't wait to use these. Oh, it's like a monthly planner. That's pretty cool. And I'm not sure if you can stick it to your fridge. Let me open this up so we can actually see how this works, because this actually looks really cool. Okay. So I think maybe, oh, did this fall off? I feel like this was part of it. Cardboard. Okay, it literally is like a desk journal. All right, it's like this. And so I guess you can pull out the sheets. It's kind of like a notepad. I think mine came loose, but I probably wouldn't use it in the pad itself. I feel like I would pull this out and put it into one of my planners, probably like my ring-bound planners. Such a cool idea. I love it. And then, oh, this is like strips of washi tape, but they're already cut to size, which I love. Don't think I have this one. I know I have this particular brand. Like when I went to Japan, I bought tons of them, but I don't know if you can tell, but it's kind of shaped, actually. Don't know why I don't just open stuff to show you guys, and I'm just trying to describe it. I'm like, you know what, you could just show it. It would be so much easier. It kind of reminds me of like a matchbook, because you can slide it into your journal, but yeah, it basically stores like this, and you just put this here, and then you can just put it into one of your planners. And the last thing is like a cardboard backing. So this has all these measurements on them, and they're all like part of the metric system, which suits me, because sometimes if I see them like with inches and stuff, I know that's how in America measurements are taken, but in Australia we use the metric system, like with centimeters and millimeters, so the inches don't like work great for me because we don't use them here. The only time they're relevant is when somebody goes to the sticker shop, who's usually from America, and asks me, like they're not sure what 2 centimeters or 3 centimeters mean, so I usually try to translate it, but yeah. And so what I use these for, because I used to collect these when I was in my teen years as well, when I was like into the Vivon magazines and all the mangas and just like fully into that world. I would collect them for the anime shows that I would watch, and they would basically just be used between pages of your notebooks. So like if I was to write on this page but I don't want to indent this page, then I'd put something here and write it like that. Or actually it's much more relevant if you've like written stuff here and then you put this here so that it doesn't imprint on the other page. So I'd use it a lot for that. So I assume that's what it's also used for. But yeah, so that's everything. I'm gonna move over and let's test out those pens. Okay, so let's test out the highlighter. I'm pretty sure I already know what it's like. But what I really love about this particular highlighter, and hopefully it's visible too, it has this like little glass window, can you see? So that when you're highlighting text, you can see the text coming up in front of it, so you know how to stay on track, because that's one thing I like. It's such a small thing, but it's like a big thing as well if you kind of into stationery and want things to be perfectly sized. For example, when I do my sleep tracker, because I use a gray highlighter, it doesn't have that window, so I'm always like kind of going up a little bit or down, and it's never perfectly straight, and that always bothers me. I know, first world problems, but that's why I love these particular highlighters. I wish they came in more colors. That's the only thing, because they're in very typical, as you can see, very typical fluorescent colors. But you know, maybe they'll extend the range. And then the other side is more like a marker shape, so yeah. It's just a general fluorescent yellow. The thing is that I don't tend to use the super bright colors. I love the more pastel colors, so that's the only downside, but the ergonomics of it is great. Okay, so now I think this is a pencil, and it is 0.9, which I don't think I have a pencil that thick. That's incredible. So let's give this a shot. I'm pretty sure that a pencil this thick, so I'm just mucking around now, is really meant more for like sketching rather than writing, because it is so thick, and you can tell that the lead inside is quite soft. So I think it's really more for like sketching instead. But I love it. It's very, very easy. But I love it. It's really easy to use. Okay, and then the last one, which is a little loose, so I'm gonna have to tighten this up. It's a fountain pen. Yeah, it looks like a fountain pen, and it needs to be set up. Luckily, I know how to do that now, because there was a while there that I actually didn't when I was new to fountain pens, but now I love fountain pens. So basically, I'm hoping that this works. Oh, they've got a little metal ball in there. Oh, I don't know if you can see, there's like a little metal ball at the top. I think it's just to kind of keep the ink flowing. So open it this way, and then you just push it through. That's pretty much it. And then you just open up, and then it takes a little bit for the ink to run through. You can shake it. Oh, there we go. A little bit of ink's coming through. So let's see, is it enough? Oh yeah, it's enough to write. Okay, it's a little, I'm finding it's still a little scratchy. Maybe it just needs to be a little bit more time, but it's a pretty nice pen. No complaints. Don't know if I would use this particular one. I have found that the ink in fountain pens tend to be very like inky and strong, so they do tend to seep through to the paper. At least the one that I usually use does. But this one seems okay. I mean, this one I held the pen down for quite a while, so the ink did have time to kind of gather, but for the most part it seems pretty good. So yeah, that's everything in this month's Zen Pop box. I love it. I feel like everything was really functional this month, so I could actually use it as opposed to plushies and stuff like that. So I'm really happy with it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching. Oh, by the way, I always forget to mention this in the video, but I actually have a code for you guys to use. It's a beautiful fable, so if you are new to Zen Pop box and you want to try them out, be sure to use the code. I'll have it linked down in the description box anyways, but it will give you a discount off the box. I don't get anything from the discount, just full disclosure. It is purely just something like a gift to you guys, and only you guys benefit. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. This is Selena reporting from my room. Back to you, internet.